All right, man. Y'all, welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast. Every Wednesday at 8:30, man. Y'all go tune in, like, subscribe, and share. Man, tonight, man, we got a great topic because it goes so far and beyond. You can come up with so many titles from this topic. You can have so many laws that, everything is a law in all actuality, but we don't even get to practice it because man-made laws would try to stop you and divert you from your true laws of the land and laws of the universe. So, man, tonight we're gonna dive in and make it do what it do, make it happen, man. Tonight, we got Mr. Michael and we got Law 48, man, on the platform. That's
Yes.
what we doing. So, Mr. Michael, what you got for us tonight, man? A little something.
Well, it's like when you came up with it. Well, first off, what's up, everybody? Glad to be back and glad to have y'all all here with us. But when you first came up with the subject, I was saying this is such a broad topic and so many ways that it could go. But I guess I'll start back at the beginning with the basics. Because universal laws, the laws of the universe, are the principles that govern the universe. It can be applied to many areas such as logic, ethics, and human behavior. So when it comes to logic, you're talking about specific properties or states that events occur in a specific order, and that objects with certain properties all have visible characteristics. The ethics that rules govern the human nature are considered to be the most legitimate because they're applicable, acceptable, and have a basis in philosophy or have a philosophical basis. And these are all thought to be intrinsic, unchanging laws of the universe. So they actually trump man's law. Uh, and a lot of it goes back, was attributed to the Hermetic philosophy. And I went back and took a look at the Hermetic philosophy because I didn't want to start talking about something nobody knows what I'm talking about. So the Hermetic philosophy is a philosophical and religious tradition that combines the elements of ancient Egyptian religion, science, philosophy, magic, and other beliefs, and is based on the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus. I think I pronounced that right. And this was, well, he was supposedly, or he's thought to be, around since before the Great Flood, and that he was given this information from the gods themselves. And Hermes Trismegistus actually means thrice greatest Hermes, because it's combining the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth and himself, Hermes the man, to make up the triad. So that's what I'm starting with. I'm just waiting to see which way it's going to go from there. So what you got, Law 48?
Honestly, you made me forget what the hell I was gonna say with that speaking, Michael. Like damn. I had my notes in front of me, then I started reading your notes off your glasses, and I forgot what I was saying. I've been gone for a minute. Great to be back. We're gonna discuss the laws of the universe.
Take these glasses off. Quit
Some
distracting.
of them that I'm gonna go through, not right now, but throughout the show. But yeah, I'm all in it. The laws, I believe in making laws and breaking laws as well as bending laws, all to your own advantage. Like, Keith said, we've been so blindsided by the laws that we can't even apply ourselves to use the laws of the land because we have the laws of man that we got to follow through. So, like I said, we're gonna get through that later on in our subject. And thank you, Michael, because I hadn't been to church in a while, but amen to whatever it was that
Yeah. Already, man. Hey, boy, I'm telling you, when we start doing these topics, man, and we start looking and researching and figuring these things out, it's like it sends you down a rabbit hole of, oh man, let me figure out what this is. Now let me
Oh
look
yeah,
off into
For
this.
real.
And it's just like, man,
Yeah.
I was supposed to be just taking notes for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then it took me 2 days because I went to looking at some. Well, what this mean? Let me see what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And who is this guy? So it's like, man, I was looking up the cosmic laws, and then I
Mm-hmm.
ran
Mm-hmm.
into Heraclitus. Uh, he was a Greek philosopher who had a lot of good stuff to say, about the how the universe changes and everything like that. And I like this one quote he said: "A man never steps in the same river twice."
Right.
Because the river's going to change and the man is going to change every time that he steps into it. So I
Yeah.
looked at, I took that to face value because it's like every day you wake up, you get a new opportunity to be somebody greater than you were. So it's
Yes.
like, man, we have to, sometimes go backwards into these Greek philosophies or into the laws of the universe, just so we can get an idea on where we headed with this, with our new self, because you have to find your new self every day, man. You should anyway. But yeah, that's what I was studying with this here, man. So, you know, Michael, I couldn't remember all the stuff you were saying, but yeah,
I mean, think
Too
about it.
much too soon.
No,
it
it's
was a
like
little bit too much. I was like, "Where he going?"
time just went back an hour, right? So it was
Yeah,
dark outside at 6 o'clock here.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's it's the laws.
That's the laws, man. And I
Yeah.
love it though.
Oh yeah, same.
Let me just
Mm,
say. But that's what
yeah.
But that's what we get to do. We get to learn things like cosmic laws. You get to learn law of confidence, law of karma.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we do in this world has a law to it. And for us to just accept certain conversations, accept certain things in life, and not really understanding the laws of it, we're just really saying, yeah, okay, I agree to that. I'm agreeing to whatever you say. I'm agreeing to this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to really start being more aware and becoming more aware of who we are and what we're going to accept for as conversation goes.
Right.
Because that's a law in its own self, man. I'm just not accepting all types of conversation. It just don't
Right.
make sense. But yeah, Mike, you can
Yep.
get more off into what you were saying just a minute ago, because I couldn't keep up. But you had some strong points in there that I did here.
Go ahead, elaborate.
I'm waiting on you because I couldn't even. You gave everything too much at one time, so break it down for us so we can get
Ah,
a little bit.
okay, let's go back then. All right, so we're talking about. I started looking at who created the laws,
Okay.
and there's a few people out there got these books that wrote them. I forget the author's name, but they wrote the 12 laws of the universe. And then
Mhm.
somebody else wrote another book that was similar, but they're all based off of these same principles. And Hermes Trismegistus is the guy who they attribute him to being the one who came up with these laws or who first stated them. And he was actually a philosopher way back when. And as I said, what his philosophy was is that he was taking the beliefs of the Egyptian mythology and the
Okay.
Greek mythology, and basically he combined the two because Hermes was the god, the messenger of the gods. All right,
Okay.
so Hermes was like normally you'll see Hermes, the one that got the angel, that got the wing on his foot.
Right.
That's Hermes. So that's the Egyptian god. Hermes is the messenger of the gods. He's a protector of travelers, merchants, thieves, and orators or speakers. He's also the one that conducts the dead to the underworld.
Hmm.
Now you also have Thoth, Thoth, who is the Egyptian god, and
I
Thoth is
think
the
that's
god of the
pronounced
moon.
Thor. I think that's pronounced
Could be.
Thor.
So
Thor.
that'll work. It's something like that. I couldn't get the pronunciation, but I'll
Yeah, the
go
T
with it.
is
So
silent. The T is silent though.
which one? The first
On
one?
Thor. Thor. Yeah, THOT
Oh,
is
the
the
last one.
suicide.
The,
Yeah, the last
right.
T. The
Thor.
last T.
Okay, gotcha. Thor.
Yeah.
So Thor is the god of the moon. Now, when you see a picture, you'll see it looks like a man with a bird's head. Got the
Right.
beak, the bird's beak.
Hmm.
That's Thor. A
Yeah.
Thor. So that's the god of the moon, the god of wisdom, knowledge, writing, hieroglyphics, science, magic, and art, and also judgment. So what
Thor.
they're saying, yes, that's another name that came across to that store also. But most everything I read, I'll just combine those two.
Yeah.
And his name, Hermes Tris Trismegistus,
Yeah.
it just means it's just a combination of the three. Because Trismegistus actually means thrice greatest. So
Oh.
he's all three together.
Yeah.
And they're considered him to be, as I said, to be around since before the Great Flood. So I guess that means when Noah had the flood and the ark and all of that, supposedly he was around since before that time. How he survived, I have no idea. Because he wasn't on the ark, if you want to believe all that stuff. But anyway, they consider him, he's supposed to be the one that the gods gave all this knowledge to of the universe. And the laws that he came up with, when you look at the laws, the 12 laws, original laws, they all just seem to make sense. And
Right.
once we go over them, uh, you'll see the difference or see what I mean.
Right.
Because you can go into, you can spend a whole segment on just one law, but
Yeah.
we'll break them all down as we go.
Yeah.
Right. Because I became real interested in the 48 laws of power.
Mm-hmm.
When I got into business for myself, and it's like, so operating in these laws, and it's like, okay, it makes sense. But what made the most sense to me is how can you have these Christians that go to church, they tithe, they do all this stuff, they get their blessings. But me being a drug dealer, I can go visit a church, but I pay tithes. I be nice to people, I do all this stuff, and it's like I still fall in those appropriate laws where I'm still getting blessed with more clients and everything else. And I'm on the wrong side of the law. But because
Right.
I'm about by those laws of the land and according to the Bible,
You
it's
still
like
get the blessing.
God can't help but to bless me. The universe can't help but to bless me.
Right.
So it's like
Right.
that's
But then, let me ask you this. Who says drug dealing is illegal?
exactly.
A man law made that up.
Hey,
You feel me?
Yeah.
but
Because,
pharmacists are drug dealers,
yeah, because
Big
if you
time.
and their drugs are more dangerous.
yeah,
Big
because
time.
doctors sell drugs, then you had the
Yeah.
FBI and everybody else putting drugs in the hood, their drugs,
Mm-hmm.
making them buy it. So it's only bad when I do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, because they can't tax it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's only bad what they
Mhm.
can't tax.
yeah.
See, they got the law of taxes. They got so many laws that they try to make sure that they get you. Local healer. Yeah, that's
One
what he
way or
is.
another.
He's a local healer.
Yeah, like when you was talking and you was talking about Thor, I'm like, man, this dude talking about the Avengers. Like they got
Nah.
Storm, Wolverine. I'm like, man, yeah, let's go.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Law
But you know,
48. Dr.
Oh,
Phil.
in the research, Thor did come up. His name was brought up when they were talking about so.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
get that. Yeah, his name came up as they considered him to be the same person.
Yeah.
But in the because of the two different mythologies, Hermes and Thor are considered to be the same guy.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like Mars and Apollo. Mars and Apollo, I think it was, that are the same god, the god of war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's because each you got the different philosophy or the different mythologies. They just got different gods. The Egyptians got the same gods. They just got different names.
Yeah. So that's just like, everything that we read in this world. somebody has revised it. You know what I'm saying? It's always a
Yep.
revised version, so you're not gonna get it unless you find it on the tablets or whatnot. But for the most part, we have to go back into Greek mythology and then Egyptian, like you said, when they combined the two, that's what really confused a lot of people because then that's when two different stories came about. That's when two different
Right.
perspectives came about on different topics. So that's when people get confused. You just like you tell a gossip, somebody gossiping down the street. By the time it get to you, the story done switched
On the story.
15 times. Yeah, it's like
Right.
what?
It ain't
Man,
even the
he
same
had
story no more.
it ain't even the same story. Yeah, that's for real, Kiki. Some people do. But I love this cosmic laws, man. The cosmic laws, man. Cosmic laws goes off into, I mean, it pretty much refers to the duty of the human beings to their family, society, humanity, nature, and even towards God. But you got to have a
Mm.
duty, once when you involve yourself into this cosmic law. Cosmic law is pretty much the galaxies, the universe. That's what I love about that law, because that
Mhm.
one goes for just like you said, a broad perspective on everything. It combines everything into order, though, because it has to have order.
Right.
Right.
It's no way, you know
And,
what I'm saying? It's like the yin and the yang.
yep. And that's the thing about the universal laws. Everything just falls into order. There
Right.
is no chaos within this whole
Universe.
universe. It's
Yeah.
all in a specific order. And I guess once we start breaking down the different laws, you can actually see the difference or see how they all actually work together. For
Yeah.
example, when I started out, the law of divine oneness states that everything in the universe is interconnected and that there's no separation between all things.
Yeah.
Now, in all the stuff I was learning throughout in the personal development, when they start talking about manifesting and all of this stuff, I
Hmm.
started learning about if we're all spiritual beings in physical bodies and we're all energy, all this energy is intertwined. So we're all connected in some form.
Oh yeah.
That's just from birth and moving on. And the thing is that since everything is so intertwined with each other, you can you can create your own outcome or your future by using your mind or your mental capacity to change your own situation.
Yeah. Every
And
day.
that's where a lot of people are stuck.
And see, but you got to realize some people just see the sun as it's rising every day, but the sun is a new sun. It's a new sun every single day. So we have to start paying attention to those type of things, man, in order for us to be greater people, in order for us to do this self-development instead of just accepting the mundane, accepting society for what it is. Start doing our research and start understanding our cosmic laws, our universal laws, everything of the universe, instead of what the man has made. It's like you got so many people running out to vote for two people who don't even care about neither one of you. You know what I'm saying? Neither one of them
Mhm.
care about your well-being. They don't care about your household. So why would I run out and try to make my point to say I did for this party or that party? That's not part of the universe. The universe is going to be to where as you go into your cosmic law, you go off into your, whatever kind of law you go off into, you have to really start living by that instead of by these man-made laws, or because laws of the land are way different than what they say. You will find yourself not even being uh, disturbed by the man's law because you're living by the
Right.
universal law. And
Yeah.
when you're in the universal law, that means the universe is basically putting you in rhythm and alignment with where you need to be in life. That's why I don't even pay
Mhm.
attention to all of the politics and the governments and all of that. I stay right where I'm at under the radar and I believe in what I believe in. So my belief system is what's going to create my reality so that I don't have to deal with this man-made law. I can stay
Right.
up until universal law. Like I say, cosmic law is what really been, what I've been living by for a majority of my life.
Yeah.
Because I already know it's going to intertwine, it's going to interconnect us with one. Just like you said, all these laws are interconnecting. They're intertwining. So you can't lose when you're in alignment with the person. That's how you find your tribe. Not by listening to the man law. You find
Right.
your tribe by going through universal laws, by laws of the land. That's how you find your tribe. Because if you continue to go through man's law, you'll be a wreck. Because you don't never know what they see. What's so dirty about them and their laws? They will sign a law off and don't even put it on the news. You want to put everything on the news? Put these laws that y'all underground. Oh man, I ain't know that was a law, or I ain't know that was. Yeah, man, this
Mm-hmm.
is this now.
Yeah.
Things changing every term. Whoever's president, they creating new laws, and we don't even know about it. We got to go do the research on, and then they're not gonna. It's not gonna be, you know, it's not gonna be the same.
Right. You got to go look for
Right.
it because when they have, like you said, they put everything else on TV. They had Diddy with baby oil and getting arrested all over TV. So what was going on behind the scenes? Same thing with Bill Cosby. Everything that
Right.
was
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes, but they want to put this in front of you. Same thing that happened with COVID. But everybody was
Yep.
so gun ho because oh my gosh, Kobe Bryant died. Yeah, and so did thousands of fucking people in New York because of COVID.
Exactly.
But y'all wasn't
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
worried about a basketball player that died.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. But that's
Because
why I
men.
don't like. Yeah, that's why I don't like these man-made laws, because they're not gonna tell you when the law changes.
Nah,
Universal
Yeah.
law never changes.
right.
No, they don't. And the thing is, with the way things are going, it's like the government tries to keep us distracted on so many levels. If it ain't reality TV or entertainment news, it's sports. But it's
Right.
always something to keep us from focusing on what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
doing all the stuff underhanded. And then it's like, surprise,
Yeah.
Exactly.
gotcha. Because you
It's
don't
like
see
this.
it coming.
This man gonna tell me, bro, I was riding in the slingshot. The bro gonna tell me, oh, your music too loud. I said, bro, I'm on South Beach, man. Every club on South Beach got music loud. What are you talking about? This is a factory system. I ain't got nothing hooked up in here. Oh yeah, here go your ticket. Man, I say, man, I'm gonna see you in court,
Oh,
partner.
wow.
Think I'm gonna accept this? I said, I bet I won't pay this one. You're gonna have to come down to the courthouse, homeboy. And then you're gonna have to give me a meter reading. So if you wanna go to
Mm-hmm.
trial behind this, your word against mine. I had a witness and you didn't. So what you wanna do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I go all the way with my foolish. When you
Oh,
try to do something, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know,
Right.
not
It froze up on us.
yeah, he about to come back through.
Yeah.
I went out.
Yeah, you went
Yeah,
out.
you froze all of a sudden. Right when it was getting good, too.
No, you froze right all the way to the end. If I'm wrong, you got to prove that I'm wrong. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
speeding.
Right.
Yeah, I was speeding. You gave me a ticket. I'm still gonna fight it. We're gonna go to court. Well, sir, what is this? It's a speeding ticket. Well, how fast were you going, sir? Well, when was the last time your gun was calibrated? Oh, well,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
technically, you don't even know if he was speeding. Now, do you?
Right.
Because lawyers, they good. That's why they my friends. Legal shield. But yeah, ask the right questions. You have the right answers. Let's go with it. You got to stand firm in whatever it is that you believe in. If you a Christian, you believe how you believe. If you Muslim,
Yeah.
you Assalamu alaikum. Whatever.
Yep.
So you got to do it wholeheartedly. I mean, according to
Yeah,
the
man.
paid it all. Go tell that to Walmart while you're still in the bag of apples.
Are you doing
That's what
what?
it says.
Huh?
What'd you just say?
I said the Bible tells you that Jesus paid it all. I said go tell that to the people in Walmart when you're trying to steal some food or something.
Right.
Let me go back to this
Jesus
cosmic
paid it
law,
all.
man.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I like about cosmic law too. It says it refers to the fundamental principles that governs the universe.
Yes, sir.
That
Mhm.
part right there. The fundamental principles, man, that governs the universe, embodying an order in the harmony that permeates all existence. That's what the cosmic law is so powerful because it's putting everything in harmony.
Mm-hmm.
If you were in alignment with that type of law, though, you got to have that
Right.
type of thinking. You got to have that type of mindset because if you're so worried about, man, there go the police, there go the police, you're not you're not you're not putting yourself in a cosmic space. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know I'm not. I know I'm an alien. I already know I'm not from this planet. But at the same time, I pay attention. I watch. I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
It's like the law of
You know,
attraction.
Do that.
that's part of the cosmic law.
Yeah.
That's part of cosmic
You,
law. That's what I'm saying. That
I follow,
cosmic law falls under all of that.
yeah.
Law of attraction. Go ahead.
And I said, like, when people get nervous when they see the police start, man, they're about to follow me. For what? And then they
Right.
come behind you, and then you start to panic. And then it's like you think they really
Because
played, and all this other
I
stuff.
like that.
It's like you done called it onto yourself.
You called it
Mhm.
to yourself. And say, man, I hate to bring up this. There was a sad story about this one lady, a friend of mine. She a police officer. She told me, she said this old lady had got jumped by this man. I mean, got attacked by this man, and he took her purse or whatever, and however it went. But I said, man, that lady thought about that man getting her. She's talking about her. Why you gonna say the lady thought about them? I say because she's an elder woman and she was so in fear of another human. You know what I'm saying? She feared that she attracted that fear. He seen the fear and he preyed upon it.
Yeah.
It's not a great
Yep.
example, but it's the truth though.
But
A
dogs,
lot of times,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot
dogs,
of times we don't
smell
even
fear.
realize, yeah, we don't even realize what we're attracting. Go
Right.
ahead, bro.
Yep.
And I said, but it's the same thing in animals. They smell fear. Oh, my dog don't bite.
Right,
Then you walk up. "Grr." I thought you said he didn't know.
right.
No, he don't bite.
Yeah,
Right. Hey, he got teeth, don't he?
Right.
Hey, but that's the thing. People they can attract all these negative things to themselves, but they can't attract money to themselves. They can't attract success because they spend so much time in the negative space that all they're attracted is negativity.
right.
Because I've had it plenty of times when I'm thinking about getting pulled over by a cop. Eventually, I get pulled over by a cop. Things might
Right.
go good for me, but the whole point is if I'm always concentrating on being pulled over, eventually I'm going to get pulled over. It's happened
Hmm.
plenty of times. So
Yeah.
just go on with your life.
Now I
But
believe
also,
just like
like,
her.
go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just saying, I believe just like it's like the Greek philosopher Hercules. He believed that life is always in flux and flow. So I believe that same thing because now that I'm off into self development every day and I'm becoming more aware every day. I see the changes every day. I see how things have moved in different lights. I read passages, and then now that I read it, like I've been reading this one book for the last say like 4 5 months, man. It's been I read it, I reread it again, and then when you start reading it again, you like, damn, that's different. Oh, I got what that is now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we have to dissect everything that we're reading. Just like I said, we doing this study. It was supposed to take me a couple of hours, but I've been studying this for the last 2 days. Like, damn. I
Right?
got like 4 pages of notes, but I know I can't say it because I want to define this word. Now, what does that word mean? So who is this guy and what is this philosopher saying? And so when you start doing these type of researches, man, on this universe, laws of the universe or whatnot, or any type of research, if you're not taking cliff notes, if you don't have side notes from the side note, then you really ain't doing no homework. You know,
You're missing out.
you're missing out on the good part. And that's why
Yep.
I like what we do, man, because once we start, we come up with a topic, we do our research, and then that research turns into research.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like I tell people all the time, research the researcher.
Yeah.
You know,
That's it. That
we have
is it.
to. Because a lot of times we accept things for face value just because of a person who got money said it. And a person who got money, just like anything, I always say back in the game when we was young, growing up, man, a pair of lips to say anything. So if I'm in the
Yeah.
game or if I'm in this universe, why would I even listen to a man who makes up his own law? When I know there's laws of the universe that's already made up that I should be following. I should be following the laws of the land instead of the laws of the man. If I
Yeah.
don't follow the laws of the man, I ain't gonna kill nobody. I ain't gonna steal nothing. But it's like, hey, man, not no more. But
Right.
Said not anymore.
I ain't gonna steal no more, y'all. I'm through stealing.
I hear you. Yeah, man. It's
But
a
man,
thing. It's
no.
like a.
Go ahead.
It's like another one of the laws. Since there's 12 of them, I got them all written down, but I just want to hit on this one, the law of relativity. And
Yeah.
the law of relativity states that everything happening around you is for a reason. Nothing is by chance. Also, that everything in the universe is neutral when seen in isolation. It
Mm.
is only when we ascribe or we give a meaning to anything that we see this reflected in our reality, our impressions. So it's like if something happens, it ain't either good or bad. It's just the way that you decide that you see it. Because what's bad to you might be good to somebody else.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
all really just neutral. Once you decide, oh man, I got to this is a messed up date. This doesn't happen, that doesn't happen. But that's because you attracted that to yourself. You gave it that. Because you can say, I'm going to go out here and have a great day. And you will have a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you speak into it, you give it life.
Yes, exactly.
And it's like, okay, I mean, people can choose to accept it, they can withdraw from it. When I'm
Yeah.
speaking to different people, it was a crowd of people I was talking to earlier today, like, man, hey, how's it going? Like, okay, you have anything to say to us? Yeah, I want to give a shout out to all the felons doing better than us who don't have any records. You can either get offended by it or take the compliment. Because
Yeah,
you
man.
have people with records that's doing a lot better than the people with a squeaky clean record and an 820 credit score.
Right
Hmm.
there.
You couldn't sit up there and get
That
upset.
right there.
But, you know,
I love it, man.
yeah.
Yeah, we got.
So that's what they used to have some they had this saying back in the day where it said a man can dig up tons of the earth just to find an ounce of gold.
Right.
Yeah.
But you want,
some things don't make sense and some things do.
yeah.
That's basically what he's saying.
Hmm.
And what's funny about that
If you,
statement was during the gold rush, people that sold shovels made more than the people that found the gold.
right,
Yeah,
right,
So I was like,
right,
absolutely.
yeah. So that's why I took that philosophy and I thought about that and I said that was deep
yeah,
because you can, like you said, you can find two to 15, I mean 2 to 5 people selling the shovels when you got 100,000 out there digging for the gold.
yeah,
And they
You
all
know what
need
I'm saying?
shovels.
Yeah. So it's all about what law are you into, what universal realm are you really in? Because you have a lot of us outside into this worldly world, but
yeah,
then you have a lot of us outside in this spiritual world
Hmm.
who are living by who are reading the books, who are doing their homework, who are out here trying to figure out, am I an alien or am I really a human? Am I a spiritual being or am I a human being? So it's like we have to really dig within ourselves a lot of times to realize that this universal law, that the 12 universal laws, or even more than 12. That was just 12 that they
Hmm.
documented it,
Right.
but there's more than 12 universal laws because it's like you have law of confidence. You have the law
Mm-hmm.
of logic. You have so many laws to where you figuring yourself out on a daily basis, to where we don't
Right.
have to, you know, be what they want us to be. It's like the army talking about be all you can be. Not on y'all watch. Y'all gonna hurt us, man. Y'all gonna keep us into a place to where we don't even want to be. You got me killing y'all. It's y'all war, but I gotta kill for y'all war.
Yeah.
But then when I got a gang of little homies out here on the corner, y'all mad at me because I'm emulating what y'all do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Doing
that
just
goes
what you
back off
taught.
into man law. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Yep. I said it just goes right. You're doing just what they taught you to do. If you're a
Exactly.
soldier, they say be all you can be. Hey, I was all I could be and then some. But then go in the street and do the exact same thing, go to jail.
Yeah.
They don't. So yeah, it's a lot to do with the universal laws. They are more important, I think, than man's laws.
Right,
But if you're following the
right.
universal laws, it's not likely that you're going to break into man's laws anyway,
That's right.
because you're
That's
in
for real.
harmony. You're in harmony with the universe. You're in harmony with
Yeah.
everything around you. So
Right, right. My point
I don't know.
exactly. Yep.
Before religion started, or before religion was brought to us, I think we were doing much better, because it's like all the indigenous people around the world lived off the law of the land, or lived by the laws of the universe.
Right.
They were in harmony with everything. They ate better,
Mhm.
they lived better, they were more at peace with themselves and the world around them.
Yeah.
We're not.
You don't have enough
We
people walking
tried.
outside barefoot.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said you
Oh,
don't have people walking outside barefoot with the grass between their
Yeah.
toes.
Right,
yeah.
right.
People
So
don't
because
do that no more.
Man,
I grew up
we
doing
did that
that.
growing up, man. That was our
Yep.
thing back in the day. They make you, they tell you some stores don't even allow you in their store. You gotta have shoes on.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just to
gotta,
walk in the store.
gotta have a shirt on. You gotta pay
You
for
Yep.
gotta
it.
have a shirt on.
Take it. Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
ain't no sun in here.
Yeah. They
Yep.
not to the point you can't even wear a hood in the store because the whole Trayvon Martin
Where?
thing that you don't like. Okay.
Where is that at? Down here,
You
these
can't
little
wear a
boys,
hoodie.
they wear hoodies every day, 90-degree weather.
Oh, I know, but like they can't
But
have a
really,
hood in when they go into the store.
when you walk into the store,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, here. Oh, it could be 90 degrees. Oh, they have kids wearing hoods and hoodies.
Yeah, yeah, that don't make
Mm-hmm.
sense to
Get
me.
off.
I say they gotta be the silliest thing in the world,
And
man.
then they wear shorts when it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They
I
just
say I
totally
don't get it.
backwards.
See, that's that when you unaligned, man. You're not in alignment with the universe right there, man.
I told you they putting
Right.
some Similac.
Yeah, they messed up that Similac. Bill Gates got a hold of that Similac or something.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't a good thing. But just like that's what I think. This is what I think about the politics. You got people who are seeking counsel from the people that they doubt. That's like foolish to me. You
Right.
seeking counsel from somebody that you don't even believe in truly. You don't even
Right.
know who they really are, what beliefs they have for themselves, let alone for this country. How do you vote for somebody who you really don't know? That's like saying, "Oh, that's my friend right there." You just seen this person twice. You see him on TV
Mm-hmm.
all the time talking about, "Oh, I know Denzel." No, you know him
No.
on TV. You don't know Denzel.
like the ones
Right.
that
You know of him.
that's like
That's
Beyonce.
it.
Yeah, people willing to
Right.
put a wall behind Beyonce.
And don't
Yeah.
even know her. She might be a stone cold freak selling her body for cheap.
Mm-hmm.
That's my girl. How?
Like,
We put too much emphasis on people with power or people who look like they in power until the real powerful people come. You see what Diddy happened to Diddy. When the
hey,
real powerful people come involved, then you see who
Mm-hmm.
really got the power.
yeah,
Right.
But if
But
you
you
would have
know what?
stayed in alignment with the universe, you stay on the universe or the land of the laws, the land law, you won't have these kind of issues, man, because you would know, man, you would know how to treat people, you would know how to maneuver, you would know how to move.
And now it makes more
Sure.
sense when those older people used to say, "Stay grounded."
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely, it's true. You know, earlier today I was watching this movie. Y'all heard of the movie about Tupac, All Eyes on Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was watching that earlier today, and there was this part where Tupac's mother was talking to him as he was a little kid, and she told him, "It's like, the man is going to give you all the tools
you need to
to
destroy you.
help you defeat yourself.
Yeah,
Going to cause
Yeah.
you to destroy yourself. They give it to you,
yeah,
and then
Yeah.
like that's what happened with Diddy. It ain't
Yeah.
that he did a lot of shit. Probably I wasn't there, but he took part in a lot of stuff. But there was somebody that taught him how to do that. It's like
But
it's a
see
learned behavior.
what I don't like about this whole Diddy thing, they're trying to bring up parties when they're not telling the truth about the product he wanted his billions. He so hey man, I did my part for y'all. Now I get to sue y'all because y'all ain't, he won that lawsuit, but he lost that battle.
right.
So that's why we hearing more about the parties than we hearing about the actual events that really brought him to his demise.
Right.
We're not hearing about him winning a lawsuit. We're not hearing about him and this other Italian dude getting into it. See, we're not hearing the true story. But they're telling us is about parties and all of this. That's how they distract you. That's how the media wins these
Exactly.
wars, man. Because see,
And
the
they
the
got
if you stay in alignment with I mean, that's just like the reverse version of a Bible. You
right.
shouldn't even be paying attention to the revised version, first of all, because the word
Right.
revised means somebody changed something in there. Where's the original text at? That's the one I want to read. So when you find yourself listening to the media giving you a version of what's really going on with these current events, that's the problem
Mm-hmm.
comes in to you really not in alignment with yourself because I don't even look at I got a TV but I don't really turn it on, I don't turn it on for nothing but that really you know, shit. If I want to hear something, it'll be on social media,
Right. Right.
and I don't
See,
even
I don't
listen to
watch the
that too
news
much.
at all.
Yeah, I don't even listen because the news is going to repeat. Have you ever realized if you could turn on the news in the morning and 10 o'clock at night, they still talking about them same stories all day? So that means they're
Every
programming
15
you.
minutes.
They're programming you for that. Oh, you're gonna either be scared or you're gonna be misinformed about some stuff that will make you scared.
And
Right.
that's why for any news channel, Channel 9, Channel 42, whatever your news channel is, they're all saying the same thing. They may throw in a couple of different words, but it's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the
Yeah.
same. It's all the same,
Oh.
man. Yeah, but these universal laws, man, really need to be paid attention to, really need to be studied in full context because we as people, man, we are the original people and we really need to start paying attention to what originality looks like, to what originality really means in your own world. We say it a million times, don't nobody else have your fingerprint. So why not be the best version of you? Why not bring you to fruition? Because you keep on living through somebody else's eyes. True enough, a lot of
Right.
us have to go to work. A lot of us have to, pay our bills through a workforce, but don't get off work and then start looking at the news or
Right.
start looking at
Right.
these programs. Get off work and start figuring out, okay, man, what can I sell or what kind of product I need to come up with that everybody needs? Goods
Mm-hmm.
and services or a product, a service product is always the best product. That's like what Michael does, what the bearded chef does, what I do. We all serving people. Michael's in transportation. Chef is off into the foods, and I'm off into remodeling people's lives. So we have to really start paying attention. What service are you starting, or you going to be a part of, so that you can create a better future for the people that's around you? Because it's all about them other people who don't have a clue on what to do.
Yes, sir.
That's why the laws of the universe are so important, because we steady going into this robot lifestyle. We steady wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, don't even do nothing else. You just you in this routine. And then on the weekend, woo, thank God it's Friday. But what are you gonna do on the Friday night,
Yeah.
on the Saturday morning? What are you doing with that type of time?
You're right. It's like
Yeah.
even at the college, it's like, yeah, everything is great. But then I'm looking at like the professors. I'm looking at, you know, some of the other people that work on the administration there, and it's like, man, I wish I can get away from here. Like, just leave. Like, nobody's holding
That's
you.
it.
But it's like they're not happy, and they're supposed to have their profound job where it's like, I have a 9 to 5. It sounds like a prison term to me.
They're
Yeah,
scared to change.
yeah,
They're scared.
definitely.
Hey, have you guys ever read the book Who Moved My Cheese?
No,
Is
I've
it
heard of it.
Who Moved My Cheese? It's a thin book. It's a quick read and it's an easy read, but it's all about how to deal with change. Because the
Right.
only thing that's constant in life is change. 'Cause
Yep.
we're always changing. Time, everything. We're getting older. Nothing stays the same. And
That's for real.
in the universal laws, it's like we're in a constant movement. Nothing stays still. There's always a law of vibrations. Says that everything is vibrating on a cellular level. There's always
Yeah.
vibration. Even inanimate objects are in vibration.
Right.
So if the people that are scared of change makes no sense because change is going to come whether you fear it or not.
You're
You're
right.
going to get older. You can try like hell getting facelifts or booty lifts or whatever, and still it's just going to be sagging even more as the years go on. But
But you have to
change
remember
is going
this,
to
Mike.
come.
We got to remember this, Mike. With the social media, I mean, with the telephone, they've imprisoned a lot of people with the cell phone.
Mhm.
You see how the words play?
Yep.
Cell. You in a cell. You in that phone so much that you imprisoning yourself within a cell, and you just feeding yourself other people's lives. So how do you make a change if you steady feeding yourself somebody else's story, somebody else's
That's it.
life, somebody else's news feed, all day, somebody else's information?
Yeah.
They got you hooked.
Okay.
That's your vice.
It's just
We
like,
got to start getting rid of these vices. People be trying to figure out, how can I change? Stop doing things.
Put the phone
Stop
down.
it.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
first, because you, the fact that you mentioned cell with the phone imprisonment, you going down reading other people's story, that's equivalent to listening to your cellmate, y'all just
Right.
housing or whatever, like telling all these
That's
stories.
it.
Oh man, tell me about
That's
this
it.
and whole life, and it all plays.
Yeah.
Television,
Yeah.
television, like I totally understand that.
Tell a
Mhm.
vision.
Yeah,
Yep. And they're telling you their vision they want you to have.
Right.
mhm. I mean, but I know, like in meditation, it says everything in the universe is within you. Ask yourself.
Right.
Yes.
So no, I don't ask permission. I ask forgiveness.
Right.
But some people
I
think
tell myself that I've already got it, and I start living as if I already got it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, when I saying go ahead and write a check, knowing that you don't have the money in the bank, like I'm gonna write this check.
Yeah.
You
Don't go be
Man's all
pulling
take
money
goes
out the
into
bank,
effect.
y'all.
right?
You going to jail, you writing them bad checks. You go.
Yep.
Ah,
The universe
you
conspires.
going to jail. Ah,
I said once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
nah,
You
It
that's for
does.
real.
if you think
That's
about
for
it,
real.
and if you're regular, you go to the bathroom around the same time every day. You start to get
Hmm.
tired around the same time every day because Everything is in rotation. Your life, everything in your life is a season. Everything has a season.
Yeah. I think you get tired because of the food we eat.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cause some days, bro, I won't even eat, and I have so much energy. You know what I'm saying? I like this new water. Well, it's not new, but it's been around. But that Topico Chico,
Yeah.
Chi, yeah. And then I drink that with that other one. I have another water, the Peligros.
Pellegrino.
Yeah, yeah, Pellegrino. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it. Pellegrino.
Every day.
Yeah.
It's a gallon of
That,
water. Just because I
that spring water.
like I'm always on the go. So it's like I'm always drinking something.
Yeah.
Social, like even when I went and got my haircut, like my barber nicked me. And so he put like, that little powder stuff on there. He was like, well, you stop bleeding quick. That tells me two things.
Right.
Not a diabetic and you don't drink a lot because, the blood coagulates. So it's like if
Hmm.
Exactly.
you continue to bleed, it's like, that's
Right.
because either they're diabetic, they drink a lot because it's like, their blood don't even clot. But
Right. Nah, man, that's what we have to start really paying attention to. Strive to know self. And then nothing is stable, and things are always into flow.
mhm.
That's what I like. What
Right.
Michael was saying earlier.
Yep.
Nothing is stable. Everything is always moving. Everything is always changing. If you wanted to, though, you have to
Yeah,
be that type of person to want it to change, to want to see something different. You can sit there and daydream about it all day, but if you don't walk down the street and turn the corner,
yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's like what Charleston White said. His uncle told him, in order for you to do better, you're gonna have to turn right and go straight.
Uh,
Yeah,
turn
you
right
better
and go
turn right and
straight.
go straight, man.
Yes,
Yeah, I
sir.
don't know if you got that, boy. That means
Yeah,
do right and stay on that straight and narrow path. That's the only way you're gonna get yourself into a better position.
for real. We were just talking
Hmm.
about the rhythm. Matter of fact, last week we were talking about masculine and feminine thinking, right? And the last one of the 12 laws of the universe was the law of gender, and it actually is talking about just what we talked about. It says that everything has both the masculine and feminine energy. These two energies coexist. They are the
Right,
divine masculine and the divine feminine, and have nothing to do with being a man or a woman. This is
right.
everything in the universe has masculine and feminine energies within them. So, like we were saying, we all have those. The men have the female energy as well as the females having the masculine energy, and it's
Right.
all you have to have it. It all works together. It's
In
like
order to have a
when I
balance.
first
Oh,
right. It's like when I first learned about yin and yang years ago. A lot of people see
Right.
the circle with the black and the white. It's always basically it's
Mhm.
always that's a representation of the universe. But then when I saw it, it had a white dot in the black part of the circle and a black
Right.
dot in the white part, meaning
Yeah.
that you got good and evil. So in all good, there's a little evil, and all evil, there's a little good. But you need
Mhm.
that in order to be balanced.
That's
Nobody is
right.
all good or all evil. There's always something in each and every one of us.
Uh-huh.
So
that's why I didn't feel bad when I used to tell people that I'm your favorite demon. It was a joke, but like, cause like you only get to meet the real me once, but it's up to you like who you get the rest of the time. Cause once you cross that threshold of trust, then it's like you fucked up. Oh, it's over with
Yeah.
for you.
yeah,
And
that's
it's
it.
like, it depends on the person before you can even stick around to see if they'll act right later. But for the most part, a lot of people, you just like I had a conversation with my little cousin today. He was trying to figure out why our big cousin said what he said. Now, listen, I told him, I said, bro, you got to remember this right here, man. You've been knowing this cat all your life. When has he done anything different as far as doing what he say and do what he do? I said, you go over there, you try to fight him. I said, he's still going to be the same person he's going to be. You're not going to beat it out of him.
Right.
You know, all you're going to do is make yourself in a mad. You're going to get mad. Then you walking around, you taking all that negative energy and you putting it off into a situation to where you already know the answer to.
Mm-hmm.
You know how he is. So if you know who somebody is and you know what they stand on, why would you even be mad if they said anything about you?
You can't
I
be mad.
don't care.
Right.
I got to go get some more money. That's what I got to do. If it
As
ain't no money in the
Right.
conversation.
I ain't get it.
mad at Trump, I'm like, can't really be mad because you already know who he is.
Right.
He's not.
Yep.
No doubt.
He's
I'm
not.
not hiding nothing from y'all. And see, that's what a lot of people not even grasping. Even though he might not be the best ruler for this country, but he ain't saying that, oh, I'm going to do this for y'all. And then turn around 2 months later and be like, what? Who said that?
Yeah.
Oh, man, we going to get to it. Just hold on. He ain't going to tell you that. You know, I don't care if he run the country into the ground. He ain't going to do no worse than what they already got into the ground. Biden, he don't even know if the country is still running or not. So they would rather put his friend in there. She really don't care about nothing. No values, morals. She don't care about nothing. How much money do I get for this, y'all?
Yeah.
And I'm going down in history, y'all. That's it. She's so
Yep.
fucking
Almost.
selfish. It ain't even funny. They both selfish. So it's like, bro, what is
You have to pick the
it?
best.
Ain't even
You have to pick what is it? The lesser of the two evils. It's
Two
like
evils.
the lesser of the
No.
two stupid.
yeah,
It's a different term this year. It's a different. The lesser of the
Yeah.
two stupid.
Clowns.
Last 4 years ago, well, the 4 years ago, it was the lesser of the two evils. Now just
yeah,
the dumb and dumber.
yeah.
That's it.
And the thing is, in all these elections that have been passed or had over the years, ain't nothing, nobody got in the office changed anything in my life. They
Nah,
didn't make me no more money. They didn't change my living situation. All that happened because of my efforts. Not
right.
theirs. So who's in office really don't matter. Only this time, the thing I worry about is that I've seen dictators. I've seen what they can do. Only
Every
problem.
time.
He
All
ain't
the
trying to
time.
be a president. He's trying to be a king. So this might be the last election that we'll ever have if he
Yeah,
gets his way.
yeah.
Uh,
All of that, man.
really?
But yeah, man, it's a lot we got to really get off into, you know. It's like
Yeah.
if we don't have that struggle, bro, if we don't have that type of pain, if things ain't really difficult for you, you're not going to really enjoy the process, or you're not going to enjoy the journey. Not for
You're not
real,
gonna
because
grow.
once you start overcoming those difficulties, you're gonna be like, shit, your confidence level is gonna go up.
Hmm.
You beat the bad marriage. You beat the restaurant owner calling you out on your work. You know what I'm saying? I beat the cancer. I beat the back surgery and all of this here. So it's like we beating these difficult times, man.
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep
Need
fighting
that.
because that's what makes a great warrior. That's what makes you a great person. Your character. That's what great make your character greater because you've been through all of that. And now you can
Right.
look at it from a different perspective. You can see things from a different light to where people can't even mess with you, man. Law
Absolutely.
48, what you got for us? I know you got some great philosophy on the way out.
Always.
At the deepest level, there's no giver, there's no gift, no recipient, only the universe rearranging itself.
See that? That right there. Power. Power in words.
I should have
Mr.
had my
Michael.
pen in here and writing that down.
Let me write this stuff
Wow.
down.
Yeah, 'cause he do be deep on the way out.
Yeah.
Well, the laws of the universe, they're there, they're easy to find, and they keep you in harmony. So if you can
Yeah.
align yourself with these laws, it's not a law that man has that can stop you from getting where you want to be or doing what you
Yeah.
want to do. You
Yeah.
just have to align yourself with the universal laws.
I like
That's it.
change. And I'm gonna say this right here, day by day, what you do is who you gonna become, man. So do your best every day to become a better version of yourself, man. We're gonna see y'all next Wednesday. Peace.
Amen. Peace.